Welcome back, everybody. Now then, something I've been meaning to talk about. Well, let's start up our mission so we can get true context about this whole thing. I know, I'm blowballing you immediately out the gate.
This is Chief Monroe. If you want Julius back, listen to what I've got to say. Now, that stunt you pulled downtown with a rocket launcher cost my associates and I quite a bit of money. Now, I may not be an honest man, but I'm a fair one. So rather than turn Saints Row into a parking lot, I'm gonna let you work off what you owe me. There's a mayoral campaign going on, and I want one of the candidates taken off the ballot. Marshal Winslow is in his campaign bus right now, and he has an appointment with the Northbound. Park that bus on the train tracks tonight, or you'll find Julius's body floating in the river tomorrow. Don't disappoint me. Julius is counting on you.
Within the game that we can't exactly show because of music and such, there is a mayoral... I keep on trying to say that word. There's a campaign going on for mayor. And Marshal Winslow is essentially the frontrunner because of us. We've allowed him to gain so much relevance and power just because of our actions with taking down the gangs. Yeah, I know, our actions, instead of being a psychotic killer, have actually devolved us into the best running, the best thing this this candidate could actually get. Yeah, ourselves acting like a shadow kind of made him much more popular than anything else. So, us trying to do this, because the mayoral candidate is not very good for Stillwater. So, essentially, we're removing the best person off the ticket. Which is a sad case in all this. From folk hero to monster. Because Julius is... I need to protect Julius. I'm his right-hand man, and he's the one that took me in, so... I have to give him some respect. And gain him back at the cost of this guy? It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Let's just hope I'm not bashing through too much traffic. Okay, good. So we're supposed to stuff him onto the train tracks. Which, in all honesty, does not sound like a good idea, but it's a way to get Julius back. Come on. Get the hell out of my way. I have a date with a train right now. There has to be another reason why we had to get him off the campaign trail. He's winning, and the competitor is losing. Just wonder why he's winning. What is he doing differently that the other campaigner isn't? That's what I'm curious about. So let's get moving. Hope we get a reason. Because Julius's life is on the line, as well as this guy's.
I'm from Saints Row myself.
Wait, he's from Saints Row? But... Fuck. fucking joy. Seems like I had to head back too.
Did you handle it? Where the fuck is Julius?
Have you heard back from Monroe?
Nice work. But I don't think I can let Julius go until you do a little more community service. We'll be in touch.
Looks like we wait.
Why? So we can let this jagoff jerk us around? Fuck that!
And what would you rather do?
You know exactly what I'd like to do.
Johnny, we're not blowing up City Hall.
Hey, I'm just saying, it would solve a lot of problems.
What if they're keeping Julius there?
Alright, but there's gotta be a better plan than let's be Monroe's bitches.
You're right. There is. Marshal Winslow was a major public figure, and you can bet your ass that people would ask questions if the chief of police wasn't at his funeral. I say we hit Monroe during the funeral procession. That should show whoever he's working with that we're not fucking around.
You're saying we should assassinate the chief of police while he's at the funeral of the guy we just smashed?
Yeah.
Don't tease me, Dex.
Let's fucking do it.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Let's get going. Johnny's gonna meet us there.
Yeah, Index. This is
We
gonna
only
be
get one chance at
perfect.
this, so we can't fuck this up. Once we hit Monroe, we better get out of there quick. The last thing we want is to make a big scene.
I hear you, Dex. The dude was from Saints Row. I need to figure out why this happened. There has to be something bigger than this besides corruption. I want my answers. I want now, Dex. I assure you. I should really fucking get them soon, or else I'll go on our rampage. Am I kidding? Rampage won't bring Julius back any faster. I won't clean up my sin. I won't clean my hands from what I did. Fuck. That's what I'm confused about this. This is the life I chose. I had to sleep in that bed, right? Thankfully, we own most of this place, so we should be fine. Duh. Not to stop, that area kind of bugs the game out. Yep. So Dex, I hope you're ready for a firefight. Because I have this sinking suspicion we won't be able to get out of this, well, unscathed. Let's get to work.
Take this. When the funeral procession comes into view, take out Monroe. Okay, here comes the procession. Just line up with the cop car and... Ah, shit, there's more than one. Alright, this ain't a problem. It'll just take a little more work to find out what car he's on. Hands in the air!
Oops. Let's just kill them all. If we destroy them all, we should be fine. One more left. Ah, man. Damn it, Johnny got to do it first. Okay, Dex, come on. Oh, you're actually in the car. Alright. Oh wow, that car looks really nice, by the way. Come on, Dex. You got a better vehicle. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. All this is because of Chief of Police. Huh. Well then. It's not good for us. Thankfully, Forgive and Forget is a really good chapel. Shit.
This ain't so hard.
No, it is, Dax, I assure you. This isn't my FBI van, it's familiar. Whoever owned this was a chain smoker. Maybe we got 3 guys off our trail. Ah, we're due for a new vehicle.
I don't need your testimony. Only your body. Surrender now!
Good. Thankfully, Dex, you still have that ability to warp into cars that I hijack. Okay, so let's get to Forgive and Forget. Like, seriously, these guys are starting to become a pain in my ass. Even though I like the FBI vans, and they're fast, and they're durable, they're not everything I want. Fuck this.
I'll make sure this gets to the right place. You got nothing to worry
They'll be
about.
scooping Monroe up for weeks.
Good, he's painted on the concrete. God damn it.
Hello there, young man. This is Alderman Hughes. That was quite a message you sent at Winslow's funeral. And trust me, I heard it loud and clear. Now, I'd like to set one thing straight. It was Monroe's plan to strong-arm the Saints. Personally, I've always thought you and I could have a much healthier relationship. Now, we've had a rocky start, yes, but why don't we fix that? Come over to my fundraiser tonight. Julius will be there, and between the 3 of us, I'm sure we can work something out.
Alright, straight to the docks. To get Julius back. Why do I not have a good feeling about this? We can't get him back without going there, so... my hands are tied. Here we are. Can't take the Arizona with us, so... might as well head over to that yacht. I know this is a trap. Everybody knows it's a fucking trap, but... it's a really nice ship. Maybe I'll get out of here alive. Maybe. Alright, let's get Julius back. Maybe hijack this ship for ourselves.
Your guest is here, Mr. Hughes. Thanks, Stephen. If you don't mind, could you wait outside? I'm Richard Hughes. It is a pleasure to meet the man who handed me the election. No need to be modest, I'm serious. There's no way I could have beaten Marshal Winslow. God rest his soul. But you made the impossible happen, and for that, I can't thank you enough. I mean, had Winslow been the only person killed, attention would have definitely been cast on me. But after that fireworks display you pulled at his funeral, it's become abundantly clear these horrible crimes were perpetrated by the 3rd Street Saints. While before people criticized my Saints Row urban renewal plan, it is now being lauded. See, until you came along, I was displacing poor people. Now, I'm destroying a hotbed of gang activity. What can I say? The public is fickle. Champagne. As you get older, you quickly learn that there are only 2 types of people in this world. Race, money, gender, none of this matters. At the end of the day, you're either a winner or a loser. Now, the sad truth about our situation is that in order for me to be a winner, I have to level your neighborhood and salt the earth. Hold on for a moment. Stephen, could you come in here? Where was I? Oh yes, salting the earth. Now, I suppose I could try to pay you off, but really, what's the point? You just say no. Or in your case, stand there looking intimidating, and we'd be right back to where we started. So I figured I'd cut the middleman and get right to the point.
Yo, can you speed this shit up? I want to go to Freckle Bitches.
You're going to die here, son. Make no mistake about that. But if it makes it any easier on you, I'll be sure to thank you in my acceptance speech. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a party to...
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Saints Row. Going down a blaze of glory, if you want to refer to it as such. Okay, let's turn down the game music a little. Because, there we go. Wrong track. Oh yeah, let's turn that down right before I get yelled at. So, yeah, this is Saints Row. This is the end. We are, for the time being, dead. Troy was a undercover cop, and I don't want to believe it, but Julius might have been the one that sold us up the river. Remember that side story I mentioned a while back? Yeah, the whole Saints Row destruction plan was booed to high hell. Us making that choice to kill the police chief and set off some fireworks was, well, the linchpin to have Saints Row destroyed, but somehow, or someone decided to make this little visit more permanent than what we imagined. So what's next for, oh, no, sorry. It's been a while since I've done this, obviously, as per usual. So let's go over the pros and cons. Pros, it's a really, really fun GTA clone, which marks its own identity very clearly, more focused on what it is and what GTA really isn't. It more plays on the aspect of let's acknowledge this scenario as least as we can, but have enough humor to make it feel a little lighthearted. It's a game story nonetheless, but it's serious throughout, but you don't get that sense of seriousness. It knows what it is and it knows exactly how to play around its own tropes. This is kind of the reason why I like Saints Row more than GTA. Besides the driving controls, my god, the driving controls are smooth as fucking butter. I can't tell you how good it feels to actually drive the outer zone and power slide and driving correctly upon the road. It's great. The FBI, also great. Every vehicle's great to its own aspects. Every character in themselves is unique and not interchangeable. They bring something to the table that each character does by themselves. Like for the Snatch missions, Vicky has earned her way of life and she doesn't want to be forced back to the old way. Helmer's is a less said the better. And everybody's a good character. Period. This is one of the best things for Saints Row because every character is decently fleshed out within a few sentences, or you get the gist of who they are as a person. And our pros, the weapons, they feel really, really good. Especially since I got all the Hitman weapons very early. I'm able to essentially cut off the edge of, my weapons kill instantly, so I don't need to worry about gunplay anymore, making it more of a target game than anything else. Hell, even the rocket launcher is amazing. And let's talk about the games, actually. Every member of each gang is perfectly characterized. You get exactly who they are from their first meeting. Just like the activity characters I was talking about earlier. Every character is distinct. You know exactly which one you're dealing with on the screen simply by how they talk and how they act. And that's the best thing. It's more they at least diversify the cast, making each one unique. I'm going to speak around in circles if I keep on doing this. But yeah, the villains are great. Going from the cartel to a tuner gang to an old to what essentially is a forefire to the lead gang in the town. Taking out all of them does have their own unique repercussions. You slam, it's not Troy, it's, ever. You paint the rollers leader across the pavement. Angelo gets blown to hell, and Tanya gets thrown off a building. Each one's death is in itself unique, as well as those are your only speaking lines. Yeah, remember, player only speaks 4 times in this whole game, and each one does paint a very unique picture. From him being extremely pissed from, almost dying in an explosion. Him telling Luz that those shoes are from last year just because of Tanya, and the last one just correcting Johnny of, yeah, you'll get an STD, consider not to. Then the last one I just want to go back to Frickle Bitches. I just want to eat. It paints a picture of the player as, like, somebody who knows exactly what he's been doing, but has very little morality. Like, he just doesn't give a fuck anymore, and it's great. It's perfect for the character. Hell, even with Troy, finally we're getting to Troy. Him being an undercover cop, it's emphasized whenever he speaks too much. That's why whenever we had a mission with him, I would always comment on, he's talking too much. He's saying too much. I don't have a good feeling because only cops would ask too many questions. And I was right. Dex was right. Because Dex was able to figure out, like, immediately if he was a cop. And that, funnily enough, was the plan for him always referring to Las Canales as the Las Canales, and the bank heist. Sorry, the police heist. All those were golden hints to what he actually was, and it's great. It's perfectly placed and set up. Now then, what are we doing next? I have no clue. But when are we going to come back to Saints Row? And that's the thing. Saints Row at this point in time is, sad to say, a dead franchise. Thank you, Volition. I appreciate that and Deep Silver's terrible writing if we follow the claims correctly. But the original Saints Row has 4 games. We're not counting Agents of Mayhem. And once we do come back here, because this is 100%. We 100% the game. No diff. No question, nothing like that. We've completed everything. So I'm free to start up Saints Row 2 anytime I want, but we'll do that next time in all honesty. Not next time as in next LP, but we'll do this whenever I feel the need for speed. And trust me, Saints Row 2 fixes a lot of problems that Saints Row 1 has. Especially the long missions. Yeah, the reason I don't bring it up is just, you heard my pain. You've heard me complain about repeatedly. It's just the fact of, like, yeah, that's how it is. So, I'm Bell. I thank you all for watching Saints Row's final episode. I know it's been a long time coming, but I'm happy y'all stayed here to join me for this 100% playthrough. I hope to see y'all next time. Good night, good morning, or good afternoon. Be safe.